If you're thinking about buying a home here on the Big Island of Hawaii, there's one thing you really need to understand first, and that is lava zones. The Big Island is divided into 9 lava zones, number 1 through 9. Each zone shows how likely it is that lava could flow there in the future. Lava zone 1 has the highest risk, while lava zone number 9 has the lowest. Think of it as a weather forecast, but for volcanic activity. This system was created to help people make smart choices about where to live or build. It is used by builders and even the county when making rules about the development. And while some zones are more riskier than others, they also come with some surprising benefits like lower land prices and stunning views. Now that you know what lava zones are, let's take a closer look at why they matter so much, especially if you're planning to build or buy in a lava zone. So what happens if you fall in love with a property that is in lava zone 1 or 2? These zones are the closest to active volcanoes like Kilauea and Mauna Loa, which means they are also the most at risk for future lava flows. Because of that, homes in these areas have to follow stricter building codes. Homes here have to have stronger foundation, smarter materials, and sometimes even changes how the roads and utilities are planned. Additionally, insurance can be very tricky out here. Some companies won't even cover in high-risk zones, or they might charge you way more than usual. That's why it is something that is extremely important, and definitely a buyer needs to make sure that they can afford the insurance before they make an offer. But even with the risk, many people choose to live in these zones. And the reason why is because they love the piece of privacy, their connection to the nature that comes with it. And also, in some cases, it is the only way people can afford land here in Hawaii. So now let's talk about what it really takes to build or buy in one of these zones and how people can make it work in these areas. All right, let's say you found the perfect property in a lava zone. Now what happens? First, let's talk about insurance. If you are in a high-risk zone like zone 1 or 2, you might not be able to get coverage from regular insurance companies. Thankfully, the Hawaii Property Insurance Association, or HPIA, offers special coverage for homes in these very risky areas. It is not always inexpensive, but it is an option that makes living here possible. Homes in lava zones are often built with safety in mind. Things like raised foundations, metal roofing, and fire-resistant walls are a very common thing in these areas, but some people love the location but do not like the metal roofs. When it rains, it makes a lot of noise. And so, those are things for you as a buyer to take into consideration if you're exploring on these areas. Even with these extra steps, many people find that lava zones offer some of the most affordable land on the island. If you're willing to take on the risk and put in some smart planning, you might be surprised by how much you can get for your money out here. So now I will take you on a tour of the 3 Big Island neighborhoods that have been shaped by lava and are still growing strong today. Let's start with Leilani Estates. This is a neighborhood that truly shows what it means to rebuild and move forward. Back in 2018, the world watched as lava from Kilauea flowed right into this quiet community. Hundreds of homes were lost, roads were cut off, and residents were forced to evacuate. It was truly one of the most intense eruptions in recent history. But this town is so resilient that many families returned and they rebuilt, and they're now living there today. Leilani Estates is a mix of new homes and untouched jungle. It is a powerful blend of destruction and renewal. Even though it's located in Lava Zone 1, the highest risk area, buyers are still drawn to its beauty, its space, and its affordability. Up next, we're heading just a little further out to visit Pahoa and the surrounding Lower Puna region. This is a place full of heart, history, and personality. This region has lived through several eruptions over the years, including one in 2014 that came dangerously close to cutting off the town's main road. For a while, no one knew if Pahoa will make it, But guess what? The community survived. Today, Pahoa is more alive than ever. Locals and welcomers love the eclectic vibe, think very colorful and organic farms, and one of the best farmers markets on the island, in my very humble opinion. Now, it is very funky, very free-spirited, and this neighborhood is truly one of a kind. Lower Puna is also one of the most affordable places to buy land on the island. That makes it a great option for people who want to live very simple and connected with nature and be also part of this very tight community. Next up, we're heading down to Kalapana Gardens, a place where lava took almost everything and people came back anyway. This place is one of the most unique and jaw-dropping spots to live on the Big Island, but fair warning, this lifestyle isn't for everyone. Back in the 1990s, lava flowed from Kilauea, completely covering the original village of Kalapana. Roads, entire neighborhoods gone under rivers of molten rock. And when the lava finally cooled, all that was left was a brand new landscape made out of black hardened stone. But instead of the residents walking away from this place, people returned. Kalapana Gardens was born, and residents built new homes right on the lava rock. There are no paved roads here. Many homes are off the grid, and living in Kalapana takes a very creative and independent type of residents that have a very strong connection to the land. The residents that live here get front row views of the ocean. It's very peaceful, it's very quiet, and you cannot find that feeling anywhere because you're truly in the most raw and untouched part of Hawaii. So, should you buy a home in a lava zone? Let's break it down. I am a straight shooter, and I know that you're just learning about lava zones and what comes with the risks. First to consider is definitely the home insurance hurdles, the stricter building codes, and that zone 1 and 2 do take extra planning, but that doesn't mean that it is a bad idea. For many people, it's the best way to own land in Hawaii. You'll find more affordable prices, you'll get more space for the land and privacy, and you'll be able to be surrounded by nature in the most dramatic and inspiring way. But it's not just about price or views, it's really to know about your comfort level. Some people crave peace of mind and want to stay in safer zones. Others love the sense of adventure and connection that comes with that, so living on an active land doesn't really matter for them. All choices are valid, and I truly respect either way you're going, but living in an active volcano is truly not for everyone. It really has to fit the right person. I thank you so much for watching this video, and I would love to invite you to download the relocation guide that are located in the links below this video. And if you're thinking about moving to the Big Island of Hawaii and investing in property out here, I would love to help you figure it out. What is the right property for you and your family? If you found this video helpful and subscribe, you will make sure to receive super helpful information about the island on the next upload. I'll see you guys soon, and thank you so much for watching. Aloha.